What's up, everybody? How's it going? This is Ayo Akeem-Aladdin. Welcome to YouTube episode 4. I'm in my principal's office today. We have teachers in the building. We have kids coming back next week. So excited to be talking about morning routines today. If you have not, subscribe. We're going to go ahead and jump in and talk about this routine. This is something that I'm always asked a lot about. How are you able to do everything before work? Well, I'm going to give you a system and structures that allows me to do these things each and every day. So first and foremost, you need predictable structures that you're going to do every single day. So for me, there are two things that I do before every morning routine. The first is I make sure my alarm is set. So I wake up every morning between 4:15 and 4:35. I give myself a wiggle room. As I know, snooze is a thing. So I like to give myself just some wiggle room just in case I need to adjust accordingly. So I set my alarm every day. And then 2, I lay out my clothes the night before. Because if I lay out my clothes the night before, it allows me to process in my mind, I have to do this workout. Versus if I lay out my clothes the morning of, there's a small chance I might opt out. So I'm giving myself no wiggle room to opt out. I'm saying I'm committing to this by setting an alarm each and every day, and I'm laying on my clothes the night before to actually make sure that I'm actually able to work out every day. My morning routine falls into 4 buckets: the spiritual, the physical, the mental, and the big rocks. So one thing that I do is I follow the 30, 60, 45 method. I'm giving myself about 2 hours of just consistent focus time to actually get through my morning. I also believe that this structure can also be applied in the afternoon. I know there's a little bit more barriers, families, things of that nature that you have to work through. But I think for me, looking at the 30, 60, 45 method is how I get through my morning. So what is this method? You're like, wait, 30, 60, 45? What are you talking about? So 30 minutes is first spiritual. This is the time where I'm reading my Bible, I'm praying, meditating, journaling, and then the last 5 minutes of that 30 minutes, I'm setting my intentions for today. So I'm asking myself, what are the 3 big things that I need to accomplish today? By doing that, I'm able to actually stay focused throughout the day. So there's gonna be a lot of distractions coming from my wife. Not that she's a distraction. I'm not saying she's a distraction, but things come up, right? So things coming from my wife that she needs, or my kids, or my students, my teachers, things always come up. But as long as I'm anchored in my 3 priorities, I'm able to consistently do the things I need to do each day to actually make sure that I have a successful day. So that's the 30 component. The next component is 60 minutes. 60 minutes of working out. So this can consist of either doing a lift, it can consist of a run, which is what I'm doing now. I'm training for a marathon, but I give myself 60 minutes of time to work out. Sometimes it takes 75 if I'm driving to the track or driving somewhere. But most workouts between the week last between 60 minutes. And then obviously like on the weekends, you have a longer run. So that's the 60 minutes. I believe this could also be applied to your work habits. So if you're gonna do, let's say you're not as spiritual, maybe you do like journal, like your first 30 minutes or some type of podcast or meditation or things of that nature, yoga, then the 60 could be a focused work block. Don't look at your phone, don't look at your computer, just focus time of uninterrupted doing the things that you need to do. Then after I do the 30, 60, it's roughly about 45, sometimes 50 minutes. This is the time that I'm taking to pack my breakfast, my lunch, get ready for the day, shower. I already laid out my clothes the night before. Most nights I do this. If I don't, sometimes it takes a little longer, but my wife does a great job laying out my kids' clothes every week. And then also it gives me time to pack my breakfast, get ready for the day, and then also get my kids ready. So that's kind of how I break down my morning and how I stay focused and aligned in what I'm actually trying to accomplish. I got some big workouts coming up. I got 12 at marathon pace. I got this week, I got 22 miles next week, and I got 14 at marathon pace, and then 16 miles. So I have the biggest stretch that I have over the next 3 to 4 weeks. So definitely excited to just nail these workouts, stay consistent, which is the biggest thing. But the workout the other day, it felt well. Like my coach had a plan, I stick to it. Went a little faster on the first 2 reps, but we did 646, 642, 626, 615, and then 650. So I was consistently going down on that pace. It felt good, 5 by 1200. So right now, I'm fast. I'm hitting about 50 miles, 55 miles a week. I'm going to peak next week at 65. So we're setting ourselves up in a good position to actually do what we need to do in Berlin. So I'm super excited. I definitely appreciate all the support, and hopefully you learned something from this time. 30, 60, 45 method, and how this can help you improve your morning. And if you're not ready to do the 30, 60, 45 method, shrink it. You can do a 5, 5, 5 method. Make up your own method. That's what I do.